Hello and welcome to your Rochester Rundown for the week of September 3rd. Let's get right to it. The school year starts for students across our area this week. Governor Kathy Hochul says the state is still working to get legal clearance for mandatory vaccinations or testing for staff at public schools. Hochul already announced all public schools in New York have to require masking. Her push for additional mandates is due to rising COVID cases and stagnating vaccination rates across the state. So far, the Rochester City School District is the only public district in the area requiring employees to be vaccinated or tested weekly.
Our position has always been if that type of a mandate is going to come, then it would be appropriate that it comes from the state and is dictated in law, as opposed to having individual school districts and boards of education making those decisions on an individual basis.
The governor says those mandates could eventually be expanded to all state facilities. Just days before students return to class, the Rochester City School District is short some 70 bus drivers. The district says the shortage affects over 30,000 students. Superintendent Leslie Myers-Small says she and her team are reviewing ideas to determine the best course of action and will meet with the public to share more information soon. 1 year after Daniel Prude's death became public, Rochester Police announced the update of two major policies. This after a third-party review of the department's procedures and training programs. The policies relate to use of force in general and use of force for juveniles. The reforms limit the amount of force police officers can use against people who are restrained. It also prohibits certain techniques against juveniles. The city is expected to release the report to the public later this year. Former Rochester Police Chief Laron Singletary is suing Rochester Mayor Lovely Warren and the city of Rochester. The lawsuit alleges that Mayor Warren made, quote, false statements and material omissions about Singletary's performance and discharge of duties in the Prude case. It accuses Mayor Warren of asking Singletary to, quote, withhold full and truthful information from City Council investigation into the matter of Daniel Prude. Singletary is seeking $1.5 million in damages in this suit. New York's eviction moratorium has been extended until mid-January. The state legislature returned to Albany Wednesday for a special session to vote on that extension. That vote came about a week after the U.S. Supreme Court blocked President Biden's new eviction ban, ending the federal eviction moratorium. Rochester's professional soccer team, the Rochester Rhinos, is officially rebranding to become Rochester New York FC, or RNYFC. The decision was made with the guidance of co-owner Jamie Vardy, who is a British professional soccer player himself. The new team slogan, Believe Impossible. Those with the team say they can't wait to usher in a new era.
No, the rebranding, it's something that we've been looking forward to. We took nearly 2 years to get to this stage with the branding, so we've come up with something that we thought was right in moving forward and wanting to come back, like you've just said, bigger and better than before.
The team's new logo was inspired by High Falls and the Genesee River in downtown Rochester. Masking is now mandated for all performances at the Auditorium Theater in Rochester. The Rochester Broadway Theater League says the new protocol will start with the upcoming showing of Cats. Masks will be required regardless of vaccination status and must be worn at all times inside the venue. A 12-year-old boy from East Rochester broke a world record this week. Sean Lewis broke the record for longest time spent swinging. The previous record, 33 hours. It's now 34 hours, thanks to Sean. He was allowed a 20-minute break every 4 hours. The Guinness Book of World Records has yet to officially approve Sean's time, but the whole thing was documented by cameras and witnessed by officials. That's all for this week. As always, we'll see you next Friday.